Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do a macrame piece on this cute little jar or vase or whatever you want to call it. I found this at the Dollar Tree for $1, and I'm going to be using the Peaches and Cream cotton yarn. It is a 4-ply yarn. I got this at Walmart for like $1.50. So all we're going to do to start our piece today is we're just going to tie a little piece of our yarn around the neck of our jar and make it loose so you can fit your fingers up underneath it, and tie it loose because whenever we get all of our lark's head knots on this piece, then we'll untie it and we'll tighten it up so it looks nice. Now for all of our other ropes, we are going to measure, actually I'm going to measure from here down there, and then I'm going to double, actually triple that. So I'm going to cut right here. And I don't know how many of those I'm going to need, but we'll just keep putting them on until we get all the way around the jar. So to attach them, we're going to do a lark's head knot, and you're going to put the ends together and come down here to where you got your loop. Put your loop behind the piece that's on the jar. Grab the ends and pull it through, and then pull those tight. And you're going to do that all the way around. I'm going to start out with 30 pieces and see if that's enough. Okay, so what I've done is I've put all of these on the jar. I did use 30 ropes. Now I've untied it, and now I'm going to tie it back tighter. Just a normal old knot to where it all comes together. Right there. And I'm going to trim these off like that. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to start out with square knots, and I hope you can see square knot takes 4 ropes. And to do a square knot, you take the one on the very left, fold it up into a 4, take the one on the right, put it over that one that you just folded, back behind the work, and bring it through that loop, and pull up to the top. And then for the second half of the knot, you do the opposite. You take the right one, bend it into a backwards 4, the left one over that, back behind and through that loop, and then pull the 2 ends up to the top. And we're going to do that all the way around this piece. Just one full row of square knots. Okay, so I've done the first row of square knots here, And now what we're going to do is we're going to do alternating square knots. So here's our first square knot from the round we just did. There's his 4 ropes right there. We're going to leave off these 2 left ones. We're going to take his 2 right ones and the 2 left ones from the one next to it. And we're going to do another square knot there. There's that one done. Now for the one next to that one, I'm going to take his right ones and the one to the left, the 2 to the left of the next one, and do another square knot. And we're going to do that all the way around, and we're going to do probably 4 rows of alternating square knots. So the next row, whenever you get all the way around, the next row you'll just start the same way we did this one. And I'll show you that when we get around there. Okay, so here is the very last square knot on this row, and you can see right here is where we tied it, and here is the last 2 ropes on the right, on the left, and here's the last 2 ropes on the right. We're just going to square knot there. Ropes got twisted there. This side. And that completes that row. Now, for the next row, this square knot right here, we're just going to take the 2 right and the 2 left, and we'll do another square knot right here all the way around, and we're going to do that. We're going to do 2 more rows of alternating square knots. Okay, so I've done all 4 rows of alternating square knots. Now we're going to make us some cute little points, and to do that I'm going to take the first 3 square knots and I'm going to alternate them. So leave these 2 on the far left off and take the next 4 and do a square knot there. And now I'm going to take the next 4, leaving these 2 off, and do a square knot right here. And now, instead of just going on around like I would normally do, I'm going to take the middle ones of these that I just made. So leaving off those 2 and leaving off those 2, and I'm going to put a square knot right there. And that's going to make us come down into a little V shape. Just like that. Now, for the next set, that's all of that one. For the next set, I'm going to count another 3 out and do the exact same thing. Now make our little point, leave these 2 off, grab the 2 in the middle, or 4 in the middle, and leave those 2 off. And just do that all the way around the jar. Okay, so I went all the way around the bottle doing that, or the jar, whatever it is. And I come to find that whenever I got to the very last section here, I had 4 instead of 3. So I just, if you run into that, it's okay. Just go ahead and do your pattern, your 3, and I just left this one off. So it's going to be alright. Now for the next section, what I'm going to do is right here at the point, this one single one right here. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, what's going on here? Right there. Alright. Take the ropes from the one right down here at the point. And we're going to do a spiral, a little one, because we're running out of rope. But to do a spiral, you just do one side of a square knot. So that was the left square knot, and we'll just do that again. And just repeat that one-sided square knot, and it will start to twist. There's 2. Here is 3. 4. Now you can see it starting to twist there. 5. And I think I'm going to do one more. And 6. So I'm going to do 6 left-handed square knots on each of these peaks. All the way around. Okay, so I went all the way around doing our spiral stitch here, or not, whatever you want to call it. Now I am going to just do an alternating square knot around. So I'm going to take the right one off of that spiral and the 2 next to it. And I'm just going to do a square knot. But I'm not going to put it all the way up to the spiral. I'm going to leave it hanging down. Just a little. Like right there. And since this is yarn, it could get kind of tricky to get it to hang right. But I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. There, see, I just made it worse. Okay, and then just go on around and make your, try to put the rest of your square knots just about even all the way around. Okay, so I've done that row of square knots all the way around, and then I've come in and I've done an alternating square knot down beneath them. So I just take, just like we was doing up here, the right side of this one, the left side of this one, and instead of, you know, putting them down here, I'm just sucking them up to the bottom of the last row there. Just like that. And I've done that all the way around. And this one. And this one, and this one. And that'll be the last one there. Okay, and now for the ends, I'm just going to run along the bottom of the jar here, vase, whatever it is, and snip. Make sure they're hanging kind of straight. Just put your hand down on the bottom and snip right along the tabletop. Got some scragglers there. And there we go. All right. Okay, so here it all is, all complete. I put some sand in the bottom, and I went and cut some grass from outside, and it just looks great. I hope you enjoyed this, and I really enjoyed making it. And if you did, give me a good thumbs up and subscribe. Have a good day, y'all. Bye.